And welcome back, everyone, to the VCL News. Thank you for tuning in this week to our weekly news show on what's happening in the film and art scene in Boston and New England. Before anything, be sure to follow us on whatever social media platforms you're watching this on: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. And we're also on TikTok, I believe. But yeah, make sure you follow us on all our platforms, wherever you're streaming this. And thank you, as always, to my producers who to make this show possible. Thank you, guys. Give them a round of applause. Hey. Brooke's here, too. Brooke, I don't know if she's in frame, but Super Brooke is here in studio as well. More will come about us. We got some news from her later on the program. But question of the week this week: what is your favorite camera brand? There's the big three. There's the Nikon, there's Sony, and there's Canon. Personally, I'm a Canon man myself. In the studio, we're shooting all of these on A7s, Sonys, which are wonderful for video and photography, but I'd say they're even better for video. I know there's a couple Nikon people out there, which we'll just they'll be in their own space. What do you? I personally, like I said, I'm a Canon. I'm a proud owner of a T6 Rebel. What do you guys, producers? What are you guys, Sonys? Since that's what we're using in studio today. Sure.
We'll go with that.
Yep. Is that what you guys?
Works. I'm a Canon guy.
You're a Canon guy.
Yeah, that's yeah.
All right. Well, comment down below what your personal favorite brand is, and tell us why. Also, be sure to join our Facebook groups. You can get updates on specific classifieds, and some of which we'll be mentioning on the show today, and different opportunities, different collaborators. It's a great place to network. Sub to our YouTube. We're trying to get to 100 followers. Once that happens, we'll get new analytics tools and our own unique URL. And so be sure to help us out with that and sub there. And be sure to PM us in any private message us if any opportunities are coming up you want to be advertised on the news, or if you have any performers for the spotlight you want us to consider. And with all that being said, let's get right into the news. So we're doing I've reorganized the categories a bit. We're going to start off every show from now on with general events. So this could be film festivals. This could be networking, industry meetups. It's really anything that would be applicable to anyone who's in any different part of the film industry. So if you're a writer, you're a videographer, audio guy, whatever, these events will be relevant to you. And I think it's also important to keep highlighting film festivals during this time with COVID-19. It's a tough thing to run a film festival. People don't do these things for the money, and the fact that you can't even have money coming in large part because of the lack of foot traffic, the lack of being able to even go and network to the film festivals, which is one of the biggest reasons to go to film festivals. They're really struggling right now, so any type of support you can give to them through their virtual screenings or in-person screenings, I'm sure they'd appreciate it, and will help keep the local film industry, the local film community alive until this whole pandemic will be over, because it will be over soon. Guys, just keep hanging in there. There's always things are always darkest before the dawn. So let's get right into it. So we got Dockyard. Dockyard is it's a documentary community supposed to be based in the Brattle Theater. Unfortunately, they can't do screenings right now, but they are still doing virtual screenings. They're currently have a virtual screening with the co-presented with the Boston Jewish Film Festival of the film The Viewing Booth from November 4th until the 15th. Tickets are $15, and on November 9th there will be an 8:30 live conversation with the director Rananihan Alexanderowicz. I'm sorry I butchered that last name, but it will be being presented from the 4th till the 15th. And it's about a Jewish girl who first sees footage from the West Bank for the first time. Who's very pro-Jewish, pro-Israeli, and has her assumptions challenged. So it's a great film to check out. Be sure to put it on your schedule. Next up, we have the Boston Jewish Film Festival going on from the 4th to the 15th, which this film is being co-presented with. Tickets for an all-access pass at $360, 10 film pass $110. Individual tickets are at 15. So be sure to check that out before the deadline. Also, we have another Jewish film festival, the Maine Jewish Film Festival, starting on the 7th. So it started. It's going to start tomorrow. The all festival pass is $100. The 6 ticket pack is $50, with $10 for individual screenings. However, there is a $125 processing fee, so the whole ticket cost comes out to $11.25. Next up, we have the Arlington International Film Festival from the 5th until the 15th. So it's already going on. It will continue going till the 15th. Everything's still virtual, entirely online. Tickets are for the full festival passport, so all the films you want to, if you want to watch all the films, no limit. It's going to be $85 for a 6-film pass. It's going to be $45, and for a single ticket for a single showing, it is going to be $12. So if that's currently happening, check out the full listings on there and try to catch some good films while it's going. Next up, we have the Mountainfilm Film Festival that's being put on by the Connecticut Audubon Society in Hartford, Connecticut. Even though it's in Hartford, it is also completely virtual. And it will be happening for the next 48 hours. Just started today. Mountainfilm is a traveling film festival that highlights films that bring out positive messages and use film to bring out positive change for the society, with a specific focus on environmental causes. Tickets are $15 for the individual, $25 for the household. If you buy a ticket, they will send you a link to the entire catalog and scheduling. I was kind of they also have some free films online that you can watch from their video links on their website. So go check that out and go support them there. And if you're looking for, if you're unable to, so some of their films are free. If you also are looking for free films, there's the Bright Lights showing of A Woman's Work coming up on the 12th of November. Like I said, all the if you're not familiar with the Bright Lights series, it is a film series that is hosted by my alma mater, Emerson College, and they are usually hosted in the Bright Family Screening Room on campus. Unfortunately, and they're always completely free. Unfortunately, that COVID, obviously, they've shut it down. But they are still doing virtual screenings. They've started it since last semester. They're having A Woman's Work, which is a documentary about a few cheerleaders who worked in the NFL trying to reform the system and fix all the malpractices and sexist malpractices that happen within the organization. That's going to be showing. It would be a really interesting documentary. That's going to be showing up on the 12th, like I said. So RSVP, they'll send you the link along with the connection to a Zoom call where you can talk with, see the panel that's hosted after you watch the film. Next up, moving away from film festivals for a moment, we have the Mass Media Expo being put on by the Massachusetts Production Coalition. Usually it's in person. It's moved entirely online for the time being. It's going to be happening on the 16th through the 20th with various different events and workshops happening throughout that 4-day span. Sign up. They don't have the schedule released as of per my knowledge at this moment. However, they do have a sign up so you can get updates closer to the date. So click the link in the description and you sign up, put your email in so you can get notified once those are made public. Their keynote, they have released the keynote though. The keynote is going to be on the 17th at 5 p.m. and is going to feature Ted Hope, who is a producer and the former co-head of movies at Amazon Studios and has worked on big titles that you've probably heard or and probably maybe have seen, including Manchester by the Sea, The Salesman, The Big Sick, and Cold War. Next up, going back into film festivals for our last event coming up, we have the Boston International Kids Festival from the 20th until the 22nd. The tickets for that, one all-access pass, so you get access to all things except for the workshops, I believe. All the screenings. For one viewer, it is $55 for an all-access pass. That includes 2 or more viewers. That is going to be $75. And for, I believe it's just for two viewers. They're using the honor system to see if people only two people will watch at the same time. So please be honest. These are people trying to raise money and keep the festival afloat. If you can buy two passes, I'm sure they'd appreciate it. If you have more than two people watching, in addition to if you just want individual film blocks, it'll be $20. So $55 for an all access, $75 for an all access for two viewers, and individual film blocks is going to be $20. They also have two different workshops. One is a filmmaking boot camp where you make a film in one weekend, and also a stop motion class where you make a stop motion film within the span of the workshop. So if you have a child or know a child who is really interested in film and getting more into the industry and doesn't want to wait to get older, they make sure that you forward this film festival to them, because this would be a great opportunity for them to watch some content directed toward them and made by other kids their age, so they know what they're capable of even at a young age. Next up, we have a short section. We have our usual section for opportunities for actors and actresses and tips for them. It's short this week. We only have one casting call that came across our desk. It is by Slate Casting. It's a non-union job. They're looking for teens and teen siblings from the ages of 13 through 16, and they're looking specifically for athletic people. So people who engage in sports such as parkour, gymnastics, karate, skateboarding, fencing, and team sports. The job pays up to $1,200 if the person is cast. If you are interested in this position, make sure you send a current photo, the ages of the people, person or people applying, contact info of yourself and your agent if you have one, the city you live in, and your a little bit about your athletic background, and send that all to slateselftape@gmail.com. Next up, we have creator opportunities. So this section of the show is it's still specifically designed. It's any type of events or opportunities that would be for anyone who's not in front of the camera, anyone who is in charge of keeping everything you don't see going and making sure that films are still made. People like the producers, the camera ops, the videographers, directors, screenwriters, anything that's related to people like that. This is their section for them. So, as usual, we have the upcoming meetings of the Boston Screenwriters Group. Next one is happening on the November 14th at 11 a.m. Make sure you send your scripts by the Thursday of that week, so that way, if you want to have your script analyzed by the organization and by the members of the organization, email that to bostonscreenwritersgroup@gmail.com. They're looking for micro and short scripts, so around 10 pages ideally. Maybe if you have a long form narrative or long form piece, select a scene. Just make sure it's short, so that way everyone can get through their scripts within the time frame of the meeting. Next up, we have and this is where we'll put new submissions, to openings for submissions. So if you're trying to create films and get into film festivals, we're going to be notifying you of deadlines in this section of the show. The Providence Film Festival, their regular deadline has just passed, I believe, on the 31st. We've been covering it. Their last deadline, for the late deadline, is going to be November 20th. So if you've got a film that's directed toward children, make sure you send it in by the 20th. The rate now is at $50 for standard, $45 for a student, or $40 for gold members. Anyone can submit, even kids can submit. You don't have to be a kid, but the film must be directed toward an all ages audience. Next up, we have the Nantucket Film Festival. So the Nantucket Film Festival for 2021, their submissions are now open. The early deadline for it is November 20th, and then it goes to regular deadline. There are various prices to submit. For feature, it's $30, $20 for shorts, $45 for a feature screenplay, $35 for an episodic screenplay. That's around 60 minutes. Episodic screenplay for 30 minutes is $25. Short screenplay is $25 as well. After the 20th, the prices go up to the regular deadline, and that deadline is going to be on January 15th. If you're interested, there's a number of different awards, including the Adrian Shelley Foundation Excellence in Filmmaking Award, which is awarded to a female filmmaker for a $5,000 cash prize. There's also the Tony Cox Screenplay competitions with total and $4,500 of cash, including other prizes, as well as a Screenwriters Retreat. And just a number of other prizes that are all listed on their Film Freeway page. So go check that out if you're interested. Next up, we have the Berkshire International Film Festival for 2021. They've also opened their submissions. First place, that you're looking at $5,000. Second, place you're looking at $2,500. And the deadline for that is going to be on December 31st. The early deadline. So even after that, you can still submit, but it's so far in advance until the very last day of this upcoming year. So you still have plenty of time to catch that discounted early bird price. So I'd recommend you get on that sooner. And if you want to get the full, so it's just those two. So there is and there are audience awards. So if you want to take advantage, if you want to throw in your hat to this contest, make sure you click the links in the description. We have all the links in the description for all these stories down below, and make sure you submit your film on time so you can make your dream career a reality. Next up, we have, this is just our other section, just for local news that's not necessarily career opportunities, just to give you an update on what's happening right now. We've been plugging the Mass Production Coalition's fundraising campaign ever since they've started it. As always, I might sound like a broken record to our regular viewers, but this organization is incredibly important. They've been, before the pandemic, they were hosting regular meetings, regular workshops for people to network with, local filmmakers to network with. They were fighting to keep the tax incentives for film tax incentives for the state alive, and they're still currently doing that, even though the state government didn't decide to renew it as of right now. Right now, they have $21,000 and $419 raised for their $50,000 goal of keeping their fundraising for the organization. If you have anything to spare, please send them a donation. They're helping keep our film jobs alive, and they've been indispensable in that effort. So keep fighting the good fight, guys. Hopefully, we can at least help you out a little bit. And help us all keep fighting the good fight. Also, I know this has been a crazy time with the pandemic and this crazy election. I just want people to know that there's some good news out there, that big film productions are now returning to Massachusetts. There was a new article in the Boston Globe that we've linked down below, stating that there's new local projects that are drawing people like Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, and Meryl Streep to our state. Netflix has a new production here. AMC has a new comedy that's shooting right now. In July, we got the green light from Governor Baker to start productions again. However, it took until this fall for producers to put the proper safety guidelines and get things started up again. Luckily, we are now in the fall and things are going again. There's a Julia Child show by HBO Max that's being put on, filmed right now with Sarah Lancashire and David Hyde Pierce. And Miramax is currently filming a film called Mother Android with Chloe Grace Montez and Ali G. Smith. There's an ensemble cast right now, a giant movie called Don't Look Up that is being made by the director of Adam McKay, who created The Big Short, and currently stars Jennifer Lawrence, Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Kate Blanchett, Jonah Hill, Timothy Chalamet, I should know that, and Ariana Grande. So big films are returning, and you should feel excited. So start hitting the pavement again, and start trying to look for work because it's coming back. And now we're at the highlights of the week for the VCL crew. So this is where we just talk about what the VCL community has been up to, what our producers have been up to, and yeah. So what is the news right now? So I guess we were supposed to have a cyberpunk event, but apparently that was a prank. So we're gonna just glaze over that and go straight into Brooke. Brooke, where are you? You're off camera. So we have some news from you apparently. So your masks and art are being shown at the Amesbury Cultural Council's event. Well, not currently. That's going to be happening on the 9th. Why don't you tell us about that a little bit? Can you tell? Or you're not prepared? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Host, Mark?
Well, I mean, it's her show. Okay, well, you're selling your mask at a...
Two show?
Yeah, there's a show coming up, right? You're selling your stuff at an art show? Yeah. Yeah, please talk.
I don't really want to be on camera, but I'm here, everybody. So I have a show that is at the art. It's called the Art at City Hall Gallery at the City Hall in Amesbury. It's actually up right now. So it was installed today. You can actually see it currently, and it's up until the 28th of January.
Oh, is that different from the Amesbury Open Studios event?
Yes, it is, but I guess I will tell you about both.
Okay, sweet.
So
Two for the price of one. Yeah.
The Amesbury Open Studios actually event is live now as well. They started a little early. It was supposed to be up on the 9th, but yeah, you can see that at AmesburyOpenStudios.com. So the event is live and will be live until the 15th. It's a free event. You can see local artists, their work, work from different crafts and like all sorts of things, jewelry, furniture, clothing, fine art, paintings. I'll have my paintings, original prints, and also my masks for sale. So I have masks designed with my original art. Those will be on sale. When you go to the site, just click the artist's name and you'll get linked to all of their other work.
And the masks, proceeds from the mask go to the Sarah Joy Foundation, right, for cancer research?
So I have two different types of masks. The original ones with my art that are handmade and made from 100% cotton. Those ones go to the Sarah Joy Foundation, which is a wonderful cancer foundation run by Charlie Alejandro.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And you also were featured as the featured artist on the Amesbury Cultural Council's newsletter for this month, correct?
Yes, it was.
How was that experience?
It's good. Yeah, that's something that you can also find on that same site, AmesburyCulturalCouncil.org. You can find it there. Join their newsletter, but yep.
All right, and we have the links for that in the description. Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Mr. Jawa here. Mr. Jawa, what have you been playing this week?
I played what could, I guess, a controversial game because it was both good and bad, depending on what site you looked at, reviews. Escape game, Fort Boyard, like a mini game, board game type thing. And it was, you know what, the games were really hard. Some of the games are really easy, but then I don't want to say they were badly designed, but some of them are questionable. Some of them are a little questionable.
Well, it's questionable games. They're the worst. And AJ might be stopping. But you might go. So when's the next time you're going to be streaming? First of all, let's say that.
Maybe tomorrow and definitely Sunday.
Okay.
Is my always day.
Well, I heard from AJ he might be stopping by. My identical cousin AJ, if you don't already know, he sometimes plays video games with Raj and has streamed with him in the past. He might be stopping by Sunday morning, hopefully. So check him out. We don't really get along all that much because he's a degenerate. And I wear vests and nice clothing. But you might enjoy his stream. So go check him out, hopefully this Sunday. And maybe Thursday there might be something between the two of you, maybe even here. So I'll leave for that day. So I'll leave the filming location for that day so we don't have to talk. But you'll have AJ with you, hopefully. And hopefully we'll have a nice stream on Thursday. And next up, Beantown Stady Production Company just celebrated its 4-year anniversary. So congrats to Charlie Alejandro and the whole team there. Congrats to Brooke, who's you're part of the team there, right? Technically, kind of. Yeah, Ken's definitely part of the team. Kenneth. Congratulations to being part of. And everyone there, Cardiac Kitchen, congratulations to 4 years. We're looking forward to another 4, and a 4 after that, and a 4 after that for 1,000 years. And also talking about Kenneth, his birthday was this past week. So happy birthday to you, Kenneth. We were hoping. Happy birthday, Ken, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching the restream or if you're watching this live, happy birthday. We were gonna. 53. 53 years young. We were gonna, sing happy birthday. I love that cringe humor, but we were gonna sing you happy birthday, but you're not here, and
you're not here, so you don't get it.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as cringy and annoying to you if we did it if we didn't do it live. So instead, we're not gonna do it over the stream because that would just be ridiculous. I think that's the news for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in, both live and on the restream. Again, as always, make sure to comment down below about the answer to the question of the week, what your favorite brand of camera is. As always, as well, message us with any questions you have, any projects we can help out with, and anything you want to add to the news. Join our Facebook group to get updated on any opportunities, and get plugged into a nice community of artistic collaborators. And make sure to follow us on all social media and whatever streaming platforms you're watching this on. And now I'm going to log off and get pelted by lemons because these people are my friends and they love me and they respect me.
We have garlic too.
Yay, yeah.